Hi Cancer, welcome into your weekly reading. We're doing the second week of October. So I just got up and I was about to start doing the videos for the week, and I don't know how other readers do it, but I usually, sometimes go in order, Aries through Pisces, and I was about to sit down and do the Aries reading, and then I was just like, I was hearing screaming in my ears like, no, do Cancer, because I watched something last night and I couldn't go to sleep, and I was like nonstop watching this show, and it made me so emotional. I woke up this morning really emotional, and I just can't stop. And for whatever reason, I think that this show I was watching, which was The Maid on Netflix, was resonating with me for Cancer. I'm not saying that's your storyline, but for whatever reason, it was channeling in you guys, and I was like super emotional. I still am, and I'm not even a water sign. I'm not my moon, not my sun, not water. Interesting, right? In any event, so while I'm laying down the cards, I only have two more. I just got this overwhelming feeling, and I think it's because of the Mercury retrograde, and we have 6 planets going in retrograde. And yes, we feel Mercury the most. We don't feel the others as much. But for you, it depends on your placement in your house. So this has everything to do with your emotional security, how you feel moving forward. So the people that you deal with, the relationships that you have, how you feel with them when you interact with them. Do they make you emotionally secure? Do they make you feel safe? It was like the ultimate vibe I got. And because it is retrogrades, we can't help but push ourselves to reflect back on the past. And you're like asking yourself, do I know my value? Do I know my worth? I put it out there, but like, why do I keep going back to these feelings, or why do I go back to these people? Don't worry, Cancer, you're not the only one. Everyone's doing that. But with that said, I think that you're just reflecting on past traumas right now. I think you're having a lot of dreams, Cancer. I think that you're trying to emotionally stabilize yourself internally, and it's starting to come out. Well, at least the good news is Mercury goes direct on the 18th. All right, guys, so let me just pull down the camera for a second and show you, pull out your spread, and we're going to go ahead and review it now. But first, let me see the storyline I'm talking to Cancer-wise. I have the Four of Ghosts. This is you not being happy with something. This is you just reflecting on your options, and something about this doesn't make you happy. Some of you are dealing with a Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. It doesn't have to be, but this is also somebody in your life that's stable. 10 of Pumpkins. This talks about money on your home, stability, financial stability. Stability within a marriage as well. And I feel like this is what you're looking for right now, Cancer, emotionally, on this level of, that emotional security I was talking about. You want to feel that stability. You want to feel that security. Because under that is the Star. The Star, maybe you're dealing with Aquarius, doesn't have to be, but this is you remaining hopeful. Hoping for the best, or wishing upon a star, trying to move to your true north, but also it talks about healing internally. 6 of Pumpkins. Yeah, there might have been in the past where you guys felt a lack of balance. You might have felt like it wasn't even, like the give and take in your life. Yeah, so you went internally. You did the hermit mode. You could be Virgo, don't know. But you went within and you tried to search wisdom within yourself. What do I mean? What kind of wisdom were you looking for, Cancer? You were reflecting on your past, all the lessons that you have learned from the people that you've interacted with, and each person that you had processed through your life, whether it was an old colleague or boss or an ex-lover or even toxic family members. It's like, okay, what were my lessons in that? But now during the retrograde, all these crazy feels are coming out. And you're telling yourself, okay, it's not just the lessons I learned. It's also me realizing I've been traumatized at some point in my life. And this is why I'm emotionally unstable, and I want emotional stability. Yeah, look at that. Hangman stuck. All right, guys, so let me see what your situation is. That's what we're seeing here right now for Cancer, because right now you have a page of ghosts. Some of you are dealing with somebody that is younger than you. Doesn't have to be, like yourself, a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. This over here is a message of an emotional level. I don't know what kind. I don't know if this is, hey, what's up? Let's hang. Or if this is like, hey, I'm sorry, can you forgive me? But that's more of a knight. This is a page. This is more like, hi, how are you? Do you remember me? Kind of thing. But what kind of message this is interesting. Some of you could have a child that could be another Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio that's needing extra attention these days. Okay, what's coming towards you? Five of Imps. Five of Imps is talking about struggles, challenges, fighting, arguing, and everybody's doing this in the retrograde. The whole entire collective. We're either fighting with ourselves or other people. It's because there's an inner side of ourselves that's trying to come out and speak. And you know what Mercury retrograde does? It botches all kinds of communication. It just does. So you have these challenging moments right now that are coming towards you. Remember, guys, these are weekly readings and they're energies and they shift and change. What you don't see coming is the Two of Bats in reverse and the Queen of Ghosts. Okay, so some of you might be dealing with a mom that you're taking care of who might be also emotionally unstable, or you're dealing with mom issues in the sense that you're remembering some kind of traumatic past events and now you're trying to restabilize yourself. That's for a small portion of you guys. Others of you, here it is again. The Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, and the Two of Bats in reverse is seeing something for the first time, not confused. You're not confused because you, like yourself, the Queen of Ghosts, she represents the Mother card. She's like pre-Empress. She represents nurturing, loving, caring. But the Two of Pumpkins in reverse, I'm sorry, the Two of Bats in reverse, it's saying, you know, this is the Two of Swords in the upright position. She knows what she needs to do. She knows as a mother, as an internal giver, guide. You're taking on the essence, also that energy right now, Cancer. You know exactly what it is that you need to do. You're not confused any longer. So you're just kind of like moving on in that direction. We're going to clarify and we're going to see what this is that you're doing. This could also speak to the sense that you're finally telling yourself, well, fuck that. I got to nurture myself. I got to take care of me. If I don't take care of me, how am I going to take care of you and the whole family and my brother and my sister, and my mother, and my father, and whoever it is that you take care of? I think you're starting to realize that. In your advice, 9 of Bats, 3 of Pumpkins, 8 of Pumpkins. Look at this, 8, 9. We go from the 3, we jump all the way to the 8 and the 9. This is saying that you really need to, and I think this might be work related too. So in your advice possession, it's saying definitely work on your craft, work on yourself. Because you're having full-blown anxiety some of these nights. You're up at night, not sleeping, stressing over something. And it's saying you need your rest. You need to heal yourself. You need to take care of you, Cancer. I know that you're also going through something emotional because this is what I was feeling. I think you've spread yourself thin, Cancer. I'm like, seriously, I'm thinking of that show from yesterday. I'm about to cry again. You need to let other people help you. The 3 of Pentacles, that's what it's yelling at me in your advice position. You need to collaborate with others. You can't take this all on yourself because you need to work on you. You know, and if this is work related, it is saying like, yeah, work on your craft, work on what you believe in, you know, work with the team as they're going to help and support you. Don't take on the stress all by yourself. It's crazy. You can't. That's why I'm seeing this Queen of Ghosts here. It's nurturing and taking care of you. A lot of the issues here I'm also seeing, there's Wands and Pentacles, guys. It's about money and work and exhaustion. And I see for you, it's also mental exhaustion. Now, in your outcome position, I have the 4 of Wands. This is your foundation. This is getting married, getting engaged, moving in with somebody, just moving up to a higher level of a situation with somebody romantically. It could also be your career, your job, what you want to do in your life, because it is putting up the 4 pillars of your stability. When you build a house, don't you got to put up columns? This is it. So after the 3 are the, the ideas, the creativity. Then when you have that and you spark the ideas, you put that to work, and that's the 4. And that's how we gradually evolve into that direction. Wow, I really need a tissue. Excuse me 1 second. Didn't think. Huh. Most readings don't get me emotional, which is crazy, but I guess when I'm channeling you, I guess they're going to come out, I'm a fire sign, by the way. We just do. We don't feel, which we should. We should sit in our feels and, calm down a little. But yeah, so my friend, and I don't know if she's watching this, she got me this new deck, which is beautiful. It's called the Raphaelite Tarot. It's beautiful. Thank you so much for this deck. We're going to use to clarify. So let's see what these messages are of emotional nature. And they're small, like we said. Universe, angel, spirit guides, help me clarify for my Cancer. What's this page of ghosts? Anything else for the page of ghosts? Wow. The Queen of Pentacles is out again. All right, guys. Sorry, 1 second. I do have to pause you. I do need a tissue, and I don't need to blow my nose in front of you. Okay, so you have the Queen of Pentacles that came out again with the 9 of Swords. Your cards are repeating on a different deck. I mean, that's pretty crazy. So I think when this message comes in, for whatever reason, it has you really stressed out. It really has you up at night. And maybe some of you are moms dealing with a kid and that you're having issues with a child, or I don't know, maybe you guys are in a relationship and you're dealing with your partner's child and the mother of that child, with your actual mom. I don't know what this is, but this is bringing up some kind of trauma for you guys, because here it is again. And this is why I was channeling you guys and vibing you guys. There is some kind of stress here between you and this. It could be an earth sign female also, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. But I get the feeling like there's caring and loving towards this situation. I don't feel like it's somebody negative. I just feel like it's like affecting you in some kind of way, Cancer. And I don't know if this is they're trying to communicate with you, somebody from your past that is a parent. It's really weird. I'm getting intense feelings of familial issues with you, Cancer. I can't see it any other way. And I think what's stressing you out is you're gonna be placed in with a decision, a fork in the road, and you're not going to know what to do, because to you, your future looks very different to where you want to go versus where you were. I mean, looking at the bottom of the deck, that's what I'm seeing here. It's just, you're seeking your own personal justice. You want to close out a chapter and move on because you want to heal something. You know that there's something better out there for you. So you are going through this emotional healing situation or stage that you're going through. Okay, in any event, let's see what the 5 of Imps is. 5 of Imps. Please clarify the 5 of Imps. There's a King of Cups here, and that's you. Either it is you or you're dealing with another Cancer. Your element family, Scorpio or Pisces, but you're having some challenging arguments and fights right now with either that person or literally with yourself. I think you're trying to close out a chapter and start a new one because you're seeking love, and maybe you feel like you're not getting it. You're also, like I was saying before, you're not getting that emotional stability, and you really are craving that right now. And you don't feel like you deserve any less, which is very true, Cancer. That's very, very true. At the bottom of the deck, I have the World card. Luck is here on your side, and under that is the Libra card. Justice for the shit you've been through. Because you've never been fake to yourself. You've always been true to yourself, Cancer. There's the 2 of Wands again. And then the Star. Wow, all these major arcanas. Do you know what that means to me? I don't know how other readers see it, but for me, this means that, all your spirit guides are descending right now because they feel you. They're guiding you. They're trying to evolve you. What the universe does is they present ideas to us because we have free will, but it's always for our betterment. So say, for example, you have that fork in the road and you're not making a choice. The universe then will step in and make a choice for you by giving you a tower moment, taking it away from you. I don't think that's what's happening here, is because I think you're taking care of it before it reaches that point. So that's what I'm finding very interesting here. So what is this Queen of Ghosts and the Two of Bats? You're no longer confused about this situation with either a mother figure or with yourself, about a choice that you have to make. This is something to do related to being a mom or with a mom or being nurturing, caring, and loving. It is something to do with that. And I don't really feel like it could possibly be any other thing. Okay, so we have Aquarius, again, the star card, hopeful, healing. There's the Four of Wands again. And there's you, Chariot. Look at this. You're moving forward with your foundation. You're healing your foundation. You're healing your emotions. There's the healing. You're wishing upon a star. You're trying to, okay, so water represents our emotions, and she's emotionally trying to balance herself, right? And this is it. This is the Four of Wands, your stability. And there's that child and the mom again. So some of you are dealing with past traumas and are trying to heal that. And you're trying to learn from that to put it forward in your family dynamic. And then over here you are. You're remaining focused in the sense that you're moving ahead. For me, I always find this card to be optimistic and positive because there's the positive white and the negative yin yang, but sometimes we need both to find that balance. How would we know something is good if we never felt or saw bad, right? That's the balance. So you're remaining focused and you're charging ahead with this situation that you're dealing with. Sorry about that, guys. And that's why you're no longer confused. And that's the energy that's coming towards you. Okay, so yeah, that's why in your advice, it's making a lot of sense to me. Not stressing, working on yourself, collaborating with the team, seek help. Let's see, let's go ahead and clarify this. Universe, help me clarify the Three of Pumpkins, the Eight of Pumpkins. I tried to be fun, and this was like a seriously emotional reading. And the Nine of Bats. Okay, so Nine of Pentacles, yeah. Again, some of you are single. Some of you are, it's definitely saying you have to work on your independence, Cancer, right now. Your financial independence, your emotional independence. You have to set boundaries for people because they don't understand. I mean, you know how you feel. You know what you want, and we can't just, I don't know why I'm being told to say this. We can't whine and complain. I'm hearing this by your spirit guys, and I don't even think that's for you. I think that's for the collective. We can't sit here whine and complain if we don't work towards our goal. We can't just sit there like, well, for two examples, well, you did this and that to me. No, they know what they did to you. And you know what they did to you. And the other thing is, it's like, okay, I recognize what's happened. I know what you did to me. And now it's like, go fuck yourself. I'm going to take care of me. And then when you walk away, of course, there's always a runner chaser dynamic. It doesn't matter. The point is you elevate yourself. You evolve yourself, Cancer. So this is saying evolve yourself. That's why I was seeing this Eight of Pumpkins where I was telling you before, work on your craft. Work on you. This is the working card. And this is the card of independence and financially being independent on your own. Like I said, the 8, 9, and we probably move on into 10 because you do have a judgment call. I told you before, you have free will, right? The universe only proposes situations. Free will over here. It's very interesting. And again, we have the Page of Cups. No, is this the Page or the Knight? It's the Page. And it's the same page that we started the reading with. Trying to give you, either it could be an apology, but It's something that's of an emotional nature, and you know what it is, but it's being disguised by something so like minimal, so little. It's like dipping your toe in the water to see if it's cold or hot. So it's like they're approaching you, but meekly, if that makes sense to you guys. And your advice is saying here, you need to collaborate with this person or this situation when they come and give you this offer. So when they come and emotionally say something to you or give you this emotional message, the universe is telling you, collaborate, work with them. It's very interesting. You know, and at the bottom of the deck, you have the Seven of Cups. It's talking about your options. I know it might be a little confusing, but, and under that, Hermit, it's all that internal wisdom that you've gained from your recent past. And under that is a Page of Pentacles. Somebody wants to make you an offer, albeit it's small, but it's tangible. So I think if some of you are dealing with a reconciliation, or you're dealing with toxic family members, or you're rehashing something from the past traumas, I think they're being surfaced right now in the second week of October. So I think you're a lot in your mind and in your thought process. And I'm just getting a lot of, I don't know, I feel guidance towards you guys. What is this Four of Imps? And this is definitely talking about your foundation, Cancer. Your emotional foundation, your physical foundation, your actual foundation. Let's see. Yeah, your marriage. Look at this. Okay, so some of you guys are doing a little bit of a U-turn in your outcome position. I'm not going to lie. Because this is talking about family, marriage, money, and some of you are dealing with money issues in your home or your family, or you're buying a home and you're building a home. I don't know what you're doing. It's something with money and a home. But what's interesting is the Six of Swords came out in reverse. This means you did a U-turn. So there is something here that's being revisited. It's like you did a turnabout, and it has a lot to do with the family. Yeah, you're trying to balance something. You're seeking balance. It's like you got both balls in the air. I mean, right now you're balancing it, you're doing it. But you can't keep that up forever. So yeah, it looks like you have some options and decisions to make, and a judgment call regarding something that's being proposed to you. And I think you're reflecting on this that week. And I think a lot of it has to do with how you emotionally feel too. Because this is knocking on like one of your major internal roots. It's your emotional stability, how you feel, how you dealt with past trauma. You know, like a lot of us forget those things. We bury them and we move on. And sometimes out of nowhere, they just come out. And a retrograde will do that. You know, I was watching like the Maid yesterday. You know, it talks about domestic violence. I mean, God forbid none of you are going through that, but she goes to this halfway house, and they tell her at the halfway house, you know, like she meets this girl there and they become friends, and then she leaves. That girl goes back to her abusive partner, and the lady who runs the clinic is like, yeah, that happens. Sometimes it takes 4 to 5 tries. For me, it was on my 5th try that I was able to see my worth to move on, you know. And this girl was like, this was her first time. So of course she goes back to, you know, the person, because they were saying the right things. They were doing the right things. He was pulling her in. But then it happened again. So after the second time, she's like, no, I really do know my worth. I do know my value. I do know what love looks like. I know what it's supposed to feel like. And I think this is what you're saying to yourselves now, Cancer. I think this is why I was resonating with you guys, in the sense that you want to love and be loved, but you want to know that you're being loved. It's one of those vibes. Interesting. So I think what the situation on the table is reconciliation. That's the card that popped out. And over here it says, let your friends help you, which to me is the collaboration card. That was in your advice position. You know, let your friends help you, work with a team, work with somebody. And this reconciliation, someone from your past is returning to your life. I think, Cancer, this is like a big thing to you. It's not like you're just taking them back. I think you're reflecting on a lot of stuff. I'm going to get emotional again. All right, let's see what your advice is. Cancer. Yeah, for some of you where I was telling you about work, I feel like work-wise, everything is great. Prosperity lies ahead. That's what this is. This is where I was telling you in your outcome position, money on your home. You're about to score something huge with some kind of financial gain at your home. But, and I think this is why you might be doing a U-turn. There's some kind of proposition regarding this that might be why you're doing this weird U-turn or this reconciliation. But it says prosperity lies ahead for you. Some of you are dealing with a Taurus. Balance spirituality and practicality. You guys are very spiritual in any event. You know, you're very intuitive. But they're saying you can also, to help you right now, guide you, you could be taking on the energy of the Queen of Swords, where you try to use some of your rationale, or just, you know, wait for retrograde to go direct on the 18th. The bottom of the deck, some of you could be dealing with the Scorpio. Work through your fears. Yeah, that's what you're going through. This is the ultimate card of fears. And this card came out twice, you know, up at night, anxiety, stress. And ask yourselves a question regarding whatever the situation is. I'm going to pull some cards from Angel Answers. So go ahead right now if you want to pause the camera. I don't know. Ask a question and let's see what happens, what comes out. Cancer, second week of October 2021, Universe Angel Spirit Guides. Oh my God. What's going on, guys? I'm just going to pull this because it came out like that. No need to worry. Absolutely. Be assertive. Yeah, that's that Queen of Pentacles I was telling you, that sometimes you just gotta like nurture yourself, take care of yourself, put your foot down. Within the next few weeks, yeah, Mercury goes direct in the next few weeks. A year from now. So maybe some of you guys are working on a project, and there's one more card. Let go. This talks about control issues. So I think that if you let things go and let things play out in the next few weeks, you might get your answer. I even feel like, Cancer, if you sit back and you let the other person do all the work, you might get the answers that you need. All right, Cancer, leave me your comments below. As always, thank you, and I will see you on the next one.